Hey guys, I'm here today with another Transformers review, and this time it is of Classics Rodimus, this guy right here. I've always been a Rodimus fan. I just like his design, like his character, all that. But I don't have a Rodimus figure at all. I've been looking into Rodimus figures actually lately, just seeing what I could find, seeing what I liked, stuff like that. And of course, a lot of his figures are pretty decently expensive, you know, upwards of $20 each for just deluxes like this. But I actually got a pretty good deal on this figure, got him for about $10, so I was happy with that. And it's a pretty good figure. So this is his alt mode. You can see all around. Has the gold painted flames there, and then a little Autobot sticker there. And there's the underside of it. Unfortunately, it does have that big gap right there. Now, I did get this from off eBay, and it doesn't have any weapons with it, so I'm assuming there was a weapon that came with it that went right there that filled that gap, but I can't say that with 100% certainty because I do not have that weapon or any accessories that may have came with it. So that's kind of the reason why it was cheaper. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform this guy. Now, with all my Transformers reviews, I do restate this may not be how it says to transform in the manual, but it's how I find it easiest to transform it. So, let's start off with this down here, with his legs. Let's pop these wheels out. You see this little orange tab right here. You just push it out and the wheels extend out there. There we go. Get it a little further. There. Then these panels, as you can see, here with the exhaust pipes, flip down like this for the front parts of his legs. And then the orange part right here has a little peg that it clips into on each part of the leg. So let's just bring those out as well. Next, since this middle part is free, we will open that up. We'll hold off on flipping those around. And push that up there against the top of the car. Now, we break this part away from the upper panel here, which is his arm. And we push that down straight in line with his waist. Then the taillights, you just push them forward and they form his feet. There we go. These parts are a little finicky. These little panels here, they do come out and form kind of like skirt armor kind of stuff. But sometimes it's a little difficult to get those out and to keep them out while still keeping the legs in line. Alright, so next we pull out the shoulders pretty much. As you can see, let's pull out this side like so. Then go ahead and flip the arms up like this, and then just bend the whole piece forward, and then that reveals his head, and it has his arms the right way here. Then we will go ahead and bring his hands out from here like so, and of course now I can't get this one. There we go. Okay, so now we have his hands out. Now the only thing left is to turn this around, then turn these like so. Alright, and there we have Rodimus in his robot mode, which I actually think looks pretty nice. I've been going over a lot of different Rodimus figures just to see which ones I liked, and this was definitely up there with the robot mode that I like the most. Of course, the best robot mode to me is the Masterpiece, but I don't exactly have $200 to drop on a Transformer right now, so this was a little closer to what I was looking for in that way. Let's look at articulation. Now, since the transformation of the feet, there is no articulation there. They're just static like so. Technically, you can bend them down like that if you want to do some sort of a running pose, I suppose. But that's really all you're going to get there. The knee has about a 90-degree bend. As you can see, I know it's blocked a little bit with this plate, but about a 90-degree, little less maybe. There's a lot of just a lot of plastic back here, so that really impedes some of the articulation there. Now the hip pieces has pretty decent articulation and in a lot of different points. First off, it can bend up and back because right here where you see the yellow, that part is separate from this piece, so it can move freely there. Now also, it moves freely 90 degrees there, but we have an additional joint right there where you get some motion as well. So there's a lot of points of articulation there for the legs, which kind of makes up for the lack of articulation in the feet. Alright. Now there's no movement between the chest and the torso, and the head can move side to side. Technically goes 360, you just gotta push it a little bit. But the head does go side to side. So about what you would expect there. No up and down movement though, because it is sitting flush with the with the top of the chest piece. Now the arms, as long as their ball joint is popped out there, they can go 360 aside from being stopped by his little V-fin kind of thing back here. You have 90-degree articulation here at the elbow joint. There you go. And the hand basically does what its transformation is and can be moved in and out. You also get some movement like that out of the shoulder joint. You know, these shoulder joints really aren't too bad. You can also get movement like this. Maybe that's a better angle to view it from. You get that kind of movement out of it too. Now this on his back spins 360. I really don't think anybody's going to have any reason for moving that in robot mode, but if you're interested in it, it does move like that. So that's the articulation on this figure. Unfortunately, mine just fell, but that's okay. On my figure, this leg right here is pretty loose. Now, I believe that's because it's a used figure. I don't know, you know, what happened to the figure prior to my ownership of it. So, I'm sure that's not a big issue with others. Likely it's just mine, but I did feel like it was worth mentioning. Yeah, so that's the figure. Transformation's pretty simple, but fun. Articulation's decent. Nothing spectacular, but nothing to complain about. The overall look of the kit is nice. My only qualm with the design is if you're looking at it from an upward angle, I just feel like there's a little bit too much space here, a little too much lack of detail, if you see what I'm saying. It just looks kind of bland if you're looking at it from an upward angle at all. But straight on, the figure does look very, very nice. I would have liked maybe a little bit better of a head sculpt, but that's just my own opinion. Paintwork, pretty decent. Nice paintwork with the flames, little details like this, stuff with his feet. Nothing to really complain about there. I think that's about all I have to say for the figure. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, of course. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.